What if the secret to attracting genuine love lies not in flashy gestures, but in the quiet strength of emotional mastery? Envision a man who strolls into a room with a quality of calm certainty. He doesn't seek attention, yet heads turn. His demeanor is quiet, his actions conscious, and his presence magnetic. What is it about him that attracts others and makes him an ideal partner? The answer lies in the timeless wisdom of emotional mastery, a philosophy that teaches the art of living a prudent and fulfilling life through discretion, discipline, and mindfulness. Welcome to the unfolding journey. Here, we invite you to discover your inner strength and find your path forward through the wisdom of ancient philosophies and modern thought. We share inspiring stories, practical tips, and insights from timeless thinkers like Stoic philosophers, Miyamoto Musashi, Carl Jung, Friedrich Nietzsche, and many more. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. In today's fast-paced world, where shallow attractions often fade as quickly as they appear, the characteristics that make someone genuinely attractive are rooted in deep-seated personality traits and authenticity. Women in particular are drawn to men who exhibit strength, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally as well. They seek partners who are reliable, empathetic, and deliberate, qualities that are cultivated through the principles of emotional mastery. This journey is not about adopting a facade or playing games. It is about genuine personal growth and embracing virtues that enhance every aspect of life, including romantic relationships. By integrating emotional mastery into daily practice, one can become not only a better partner, but also a better individual capable of facing life's challenges with grace and resilience. Let's start this journey together by exploring the principles of emotional mastery. Cultivating inner calm. In a world filled with constant noise and chaos, maintaining inner calm is a rare and valuable trait. Emotional mastery teaches that true peace comes from within, unaffected by external circumstances. This inner serenity is not about suppressing emotions, but rather about managing them effectively. A man who remains composed under pressure provides emotional security and growth, essential characteristics for a strong, lasting relationship. Women are naturally attracted to men who exhibit this level of self-control. It signals reliability and maturity. For example, imagine a situation where a couple faces a significant challenge, such as a job loss or a health scare. A partner who can maintain composure, listen actively, and approach the situation with a level-headed perspective creates a sense of safety and trust. This calm presence can act as an anchor in turbulent times, helping both partners navigate difficulties together. From a personal perspective, cultivating inner calm reduces stress and anxiety, allowing for clearer thinking and better decision-making. For instance, consider a man preparing for a critical presentation at work. Instead of succumbing to anxiety, he practices deep breathing techniques beforehand, enabling him to focus on delivering his message rather than being overwhelmed by nervousness. This ability to remain calm under pressure not only benefits him but also sets a positive example for those around him. To develop this inner tranquility, one can start by incorporating mindfulness practices into their daily routine. Simple activities such as meditation for even a few minutes each day can significantly enhance one's ability to remain focused and grounded. For instance, someone might dedicate 10 minutes each morning to sit quietly, breathe deeply, and center their thoughts before starting the day. This practice can help cultivate a sense of calm that carries through daily interactions. Techniques like mindful breathing can help mitigate emotional responses during stressful situations, leading to more constructive outcomes. Picture a scenario where a disagreement arises between partners. Instead of reacting impulsively with frustration, a man who practices mindful breathing pauses, takes a deep breath, and reflects on his response. This moment of pause can defuse tension, allowing for a more thoughtful and compassionate conversation. Incorporating practices such as yoga or Tai Chi can also contribute to inner calm. These activities emphasize mindfulness and body awareness, promoting relaxation and mental clarity. Engaging in these practices not only enhances emotional mastery, but also contributes to overall well-being. By intentionally cultivating inner calm, one can create a solid foundation for emotional mastery, enhancing personal resilience and improving relationships. This commitment to self-regulation fosters deeper connections and a greater ability to navigate life's challenges with grace and confidence. Practicing emotional awareness. Emotional awareness is fundamental to understanding oneself and others. It involves recognizing personal feelings, triggers, and emotional patterns, which allows for thoughtful responses rather than impulsive reactions. This self-awareness fosters healthier interactions and deeper connections with partners. For instance, consider a man who often feels overwhelmed by stress at work. By practicing emotional awareness, he might start journaling his feelings daily. Over time, he recognizes that his frustration often peaks on days when he has back-to-back meetings. With this insight, he can take proactive measures like scheduling breaks between meetings or communicating his workload to his manager to alleviate the stress before it builds up. Another example of emotional awareness can be seen in relationships. Imagine a couple in a heated discussion. A partner who is emotionally aware might notice that their tone is escalating and that their body language is tense. Instead of continuing the argument, they might pause and say, "I can feel that we're both getting frustrated. Let's take a moment to breathe and revisit this." This simple act of recognition can shift the dynamic from confrontation to collaboration. To enhance emotional awareness, regular self-reflection is key. One effective practice is journaling. By documenting thoughts and feelings regularly, individuals gain insights into their emotional patterns and triggers. For example, if someone notices they frequently feel anxious before social events, they can prepare by setting intentions or practicing calming techniques beforehand. Another powerful tool for emotional awareness is mindfulness meditation. Spending even a few minutes each day in silence, focusing on one's breath, and observing thoughts without judgment can create a greater understanding of one's emotional landscape. For example, during a meditation session, one might become aware of feelings of sadness or anxiety that they hadn't fully acknowledged. Recognizing these emotions without self-judgment allows for healthier processing and a more balanced emotional state. Practicing emotional awareness also involves seeking feedback from trusted friends or partners. Engaging in open conversations about feelings can provide valuable perspectives. For instance, asking a partner, "How do you feel I handle stress?" can lead to enlightening discussions that promote growth and understanding. Finally, when faced with strong emotions, it's crucial to take a moment to pause and assess the feelings at play. Instead of reacting impulsively, one can ask themselves questions like, "What am I really feeling right now?" or "What triggered this response?" This pause can transform an emotional reaction into a mindful response, leading to more constructive outcomes. By intentionally practicing emotional awareness, individuals can cultivate healthier relationships and navigate life's challenges with greater clarity and empathy. This foundational skill is essential for anyone looking to deepen their emotional mastery and become a more effective partner. Building empathy. Empathy is crucial in romantic relationships. It allows partners to understand each other's feelings deeply. A man who practices empathy can connect with his partner on an emotional level, fostering intimacy and trust. When both partners feel understood, the relationship becomes a safe haven for sharing vulnerabilities and experiences. To cultivate empathy, one must actively listen during conversations, paying attention not just to the words spoken, but also to the emotions conveyed through tone and body language. For example, if a partner shares a stressful experience from their day, instead of merely offering a solution or changing the subject, an empathetic partner might say, "That sounds really tough. I can see how that would make you feel overwhelmed." This acknowledgement validates the partner's feelings and strengthens the emotional bond. Another way to build empathy is by putting oneself in the partner's shoes. Imagine a situation where one partner is feeling insecure about their job performance. An empathetic partner might reflect on a time when they felt similarly. By sharing their own experiences, they can demonstrate understanding. "I remember feeling that way during my last project. It's completely normal to have doubts, and I'm here to support you." Practicing active listening is essential for fostering empathy. This means giving full attention to the speaker without interrupting or planning a response while they're talking. Techniques such as summarizing what the other person has said can enhance understanding. For instance, after a partner shares their feelings, an empathetic response could be, "So, what I hear you saying is that you feel stressed about our upcoming family gathering. Is that right?" This approach shows that you value their perspective and are engaged in the conversation. Empathy can also be deepened through shared experiences. Engaging in activities together that evoke emotion, like watching a thought-provoking film or volunteering for a cause, can create a deeper understanding of each other's values and feelings. After such experiences, discussing feelings and reactions can foster connection and insight. Additionally, practicing self-empathy is crucial. Recognizing and validating one's own emotions allows for a greater capacity to understand others. For example, if a man acknowledges his own feelings of inadequacy, he may find it easier to empathize with a partner experiencing similar emotions. Finally, expressing empathy through small gestures can significantly strengthen a relationship. Simple acts, such as leaving a supportive note or checking in with a text during a busy day, can convey care and understanding. These actions reinforce the emotional connection and demonstrate a commitment to being present for each other. By actively cultivating empathy, individuals can create a nurturing environment that fosters emotional intimacy and resilience in relationships. This deep emotional connection is essential for navigating challenges together and celebrating each other's successes. Communicating effectively. Effective communication is the cornerstone of any successful relationship. It involves expressing thoughts clearly while also being receptive to feedback from one's partner. This two-way street encourages openness and honesty, essential for building trust and understanding. To communicate effectively, it's important to start with clarity. Before discussing a topic, take a moment to organize your thoughts. For example, if a partner has been feeling neglected due to busy schedules, instead of launching into a complaint, they might begin by saying, "I'd like to talk about how we can spend more quality time together. I've been feeling a bit disconnected lately." This approach frames the conversation positively and focuses on solutions rather than blame. Active listening is equally crucial in effective communication. This means fully engaging with what the other person is saying without interrupting or formulating a response while they speak. For instance, during a conversation about finances, one partner might share their concerns about budgeting. Instead of immediately countering with suggestions, the other partner could listen attentively, nodding and responding with phrases like, "I understand this is important to you," which demonstrates they are fully present in the conversation. Using I statements instead of you statements can help avoid defensiveness. For example, saying, "I feel overwhelmed when our plans change last minute," instead of "you always change our plans," focuses on personal feelings rather than placing blame. This encourages a more constructive dialogue and minimizes conflict. Nonverbal communication also plays a vital role. Body language, eye contact, and tone of voice can all convey emotions and intentions. For example, maintaining open body language, such as uncrossed arms and leaning slightly toward your partner, signals that you are approachable and willing to engage. Conversely, crossing arms or avoiding eye contact can create barriers in communication. Feedback is another essential component of effective communication. Encouraging a partner to share their thoughts can foster a deeper understanding. After expressing feelings, one might ask, "How do you feel about what I just shared?" This invites dialogue and shows that you value their perspective. In addition, setting aside dedicated time for meaningful conversations can enhance communication. In our busy lives, it's easy to let important discussions slip through the cracks. Scheduling a weekly check-in can create a safe space for both partners to share thoughts and feelings. During this time, they can discuss anything from daily experiences to future goals, ensuring both feel heard and valued. Finally, being open to constructive criticism is vital for growth. It's important to approach feedback with a mindset of curiosity rather than defensiveness. For example, if a partner expresses that they feel unheard during discussions, instead of reacting negatively, consider their perspective and ask for specifics. "Can you give me an example of when you felt that way? I want to understand better." By mastering the art of effective communication, individuals can strengthen their relationships, foster deeper connections, and navigate challenges with greater ease. This skill not only enhances romantic partnerships, but also enriches interactions in all areas of life. Maintaining healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries are vital for sustaining individual identities within a relationship. They allow both partners to thrive independently while supporting each other's growth. Establishing and respecting boundaries creates a foundation of trust and respect, essential for any lasting partnership. To begin, it's important to recognize that boundaries are not walls. They are guidelines that help define what is acceptable and what is not. For instance, a partner may need time alone after a stressful day at work. Clearly communicating this need, saying, "I need an hour to unwind when I get home. It helps me recharge," ensures that both partners understand and respect each other's space. Effective boundary setting starts with self-awareness. Understanding one's own limits is crucial. For example, if someone feels overwhelmed by constant communication throughout the day, it's essential to express this to their partner. They might say, "I love staying connected, but I find it easier to focus on work if we check in during lunch instead of all day." This clarity helps prevent misunderstandings and fosters a supportive environment. It's equally important to respect a partner's boundaries. This requires active listening and a willingness to adapt. If one partner expresses discomfort about discussing certain topics, such as past relationships, the other should honor that boundary without pressuring them. Respecting these limits cultivates trust and shows that each partner values the other's feelings. Setting boundaries also involves recognizing when to give space or when to engage. For example, if a partner is going through a challenging time, one may feel the urge to fix things. However, sometimes the best approach is to ask, "Would you like to talk about it, or do you need some time alone?" This respects their emotional needs and empowers them to take the lead in the conversation. Communication is key when it comes to revisiting and adjusting boundaries. As relationships evolve, needs may change. Regularly checking in about boundaries can help both partners feel secure. For instance, scheduling a monthly conversation about how each person feels can provide a platform for discussing any shifts in boundaries or needs. This practice encourages openness and prevents resentment from building up over time. Furthermore, boundaries can extend beyond emotional needs to encompass practical aspects of the relationship, such as financial responsibilities, social commitments, and time spent with friends and family. It's essential to have discussions about these topics to ensure both partners are on the same page and comfortable with the arrangements. In cases where boundaries are violated, addressing the issue promptly is crucial. For example, if one partner repeatedly dismisses the other's need for personal space, it's important to express how this makes them feel. "When you interrupt my alone time, I feel overwhelmed. Can we find a way to balance our needs?" This direct approach opens the door for dialogue and reinforces the importance of mutual respect. By maintaining healthy boundaries, individuals can nurture their own identities while fostering a strong, supportive relationship. This balance allows both partners to grow individually and together, creating a lasting partnership grounded in trust, respect, and understanding. Embracing vulnerability. Vulnerability is often perceived as weakness. However, it is a powerful aspect of emotional mastery that fosters deep connections between partners. Sharing fears, dreams, and insecurities opens up avenues for intimacy that strengthen the bond. When both partners feel safe to be vulnerable, it creates an environment of trust and authenticity. Embracing vulnerability begins with recognizing that it is a natural part of being human. For instance, consider a man who feels apprehensive about discussing his childhood experiences that shaped his views on relationships. By sharing these stories with his partner, he not only invites her into his world, but also encourages her to share her own experiences. This mutual exchange deepens their emotional connection. One effective way to foster vulnerability is through open dialogue. Creating a safe space for honest conversation can be transformative. A partner might say, "I'd like to share something that makes me feel insecure. I hope it's okay." This simple act of initiating a vulnerable conversation can lead to greater intimacy. It's essential to approach these discussions with compassion and patience, recognizing that vulnerability can feel uncomfortable at first. Another powerful aspect of vulnerability is expressing emotions openly. Instead of bottling up feelings or pretending to be strong, allowing oneself to feel and express emotions authentically can lead to a stronger partnership. For example, if one partner is feeling anxious about a big life change, expressing those fears rather than hiding them can invite support and understanding. A response like, "I'm really scared about this transition, and I need your reassurance," encourages a deeper connection and demonstrates trust. Practicing vulnerability also means being willing to show imperfections. No one is perfect, and acknowledging personal flaws can foster compassion in a relationship. For instance, if a partner makes a mistake, admitting it openly, "I didn't handle that well, and I'm sorry," shows humility and creates space for growth. This openness invites the other partner to respond with empathy, strengthening their bond. Moreover, embracing vulnerability can enhance emotional intimacy through shared experiences. Engaging in activities that push comfort zones, like trying a new hobby together or discussing difficult topics, can create opportunities for vulnerability. For example, a couple might decide to attend a workshop on communication skills. Sharing thoughts and feelings in a group setting can help them learn to express themselves more openly with each other. It's also important to practice self-compassion when being vulnerable. Recognizing that it's okay to feel afraid or uncertain allows individuals to approach vulnerability with kindness toward themselves. When one partner shows self-compassion, it encourages the other to do the same, fostering an environment where both feel safe to share. Ultimately, embracing vulnerability not only strengthens the emotional connection, but also cultivates resilience in a relationship. When challenges arise, partners who are comfortable being vulnerable can support each other more effectively, creating a dynamic where both individuals feel valued and understood. By embracing vulnerability, individuals can forge deeper connections, cultivate trust, and enhance their emotional mastery. This courageous act of sharing one's true self paves the way for a more fulfilling and resilient partnership. Committing to growth. Personal growth should be a continual journey for both partners in a relationship. Committing to self-improvement not only enriches individual lives, but also elevates the partnership. When both partners invest in their development, it creates a dynamic environment where mutual support and understanding flourish. One of the first steps in committing to growth is setting shared goals. These can range from personal aspirations, like learning a new skill, to relationship-focused objectives, such as improving communication. For example, a couple might decide to take a class together, such as cooking or dancing. This shared experience not only fosters teamwork, but also strengthens their bond as they support each other in overcoming challenges. Individual goals are equally important. Each partner should identify personal areas for growth and share them openly. For instance, if one partner is working on building confidence in public speaking, they can express this goal to their partner, who can then provide encouragement and support. This shared investment in personal growth allows each partner to feel valued and understood in their individual journeys. Engaging in reflective practices, such as journaling or meditation, can also promote growth. Setting aside time to reflect on one's thoughts, feelings, and progress can lead to greater self-awareness and clarity. For example, a partner might take a few moments each week to assess their emotional responses and consider how they can improve their interactions. This self-reflection can then be shared during couple check-ins, fostering deeper understanding and connection. Additionally, seeking out resources for growth, such as books, podcasts, or workshops, can enrich the relationship. Couples can explore topics like emotional intelligence or conflict resolution together, creating opportunities for meaningful discussions and shared insights. For instance, after reading a book on relationship dynamics, a couple might set aside time to discuss key takeaways and how they can apply them to their partnership. Feedback is another crucial element of growth. Partners should feel comfortable providing constructive feedback to one another. For example, if one partner feels that the other could improve their listening skills, they might say, "I appreciate when you listen attentively, and I think we could both benefit from practicing that more during our conversations." This openness to feedback fosters a culture of growth and continuous improvement. Celebrating each other's successes, no matter how small, is also essential. Recognizing milestones, like completing a course or achieving a personal goal, reinforces a sense of support and appreciation. A simple acknowledgement, such as, "I'm so proud of you for finishing that project," can significantly boost motivation and strengthen the partnership. Lastly, embracing challenges as opportunities for growth is vital. When difficulties arise, instead of viewing them as setbacks, couples can approach them as chances to learn and evolve together. For example, if a couple experiences a conflict, instead of avoiding the issue, they can discuss it openly, exploring what they can learn from the experience and how they can communicate more effectively in the future. By committing to growth, individuals can foster a vibrant, evolving relationship that thrives on mutual support and understanding. This dedication to personal and collective development not only enhances individual fulfillment, but also strengthens the partnership, creating a foundation of resilience and deep connection. Practicing gratitude. Gratitude is transformative. Expressing appreciation for one another reinforces positive feelings within the relationship. Acknowledging even small gestures fosters an atmosphere of love and respect, strengthening emotional bonds and enhancing overall satisfaction. To practice gratitude effectively, it's essential to make it a regular part of daily life. One way to do this is through a gratitude journal. Each partner can take a few moments each day to write down 3 things they appreciate about each other. For example, one might write, "I'm grateful for how you always listen to me after a long day," or "I appreciate the way you make me laugh even when I'm stressed." Sharing these entries during a weekly check-in can deepen emotional intimacy and reinforce positive feelings. In addition to journaling, expressing gratitude verbally can have a profound impact. Simple phrases such as, "Thank you for making dinner tonight," or "I really appreciate your support," can create a warm and loving atmosphere. Being specific in expressions of gratitude enhances their effectiveness. Instead of a general thanks, saying, "Thank you for taking the time to help me with that project. It made a huge difference," reinforces the partner's effort and shows that their contributions are valued. Another meaningful way to practice gratitude is through small acts of kindness. These gestures don't have to be grand. They can be as simple as leaving a note in a lunchbox or planning a surprise date night. For example, one partner might surprise the other with their favorite snack after a long day, accompanied by a note that reads, "I thought you could use a little pick-me-up. You're amazing." These acts serve as tangible reminders of appreciation and love. Creating a gratitude ritual can also strengthen the practice. For instance, setting aside time each week to share what you're thankful for can become a cherished tradition. Whether it's over dinner or during a relaxing evening together, discussing what each partner appreciates about the other fosters connection and reinforces positive feelings. Additionally, expressing gratitude for challenges can be a powerful practice. When navigating tough times together, acknowledging the lessons learned can promote resilience. For example, a couple might reflect on a difficult period and say, "I'm grateful for how we handled that conflict. It brought us closer together and taught us to communicate better." This perspective shifts focus from negativity to growth and appreciation. Encouraging gratitude within the relationship can also extend beyond the partnership to include friends and family. Sharing gratitude for the support of loved ones strengthens those connections and creates a supportive network. For instance, expressing appreciation to a friend who offered assistance during a tough time reinforces the value of community and support. Ultimately, practicing gratitude cultivates an environment of love and respect, enhancing emotional bonds and overall relationship satisfaction. By regularly acknowledging each other's contributions and showing appreciation, partners can foster a deeper connection and navigate life's challenges together with positivity and resilience. Navigating conflict gracefully. Conflict is inevitable in any relationship. How it is navigated determines its impact on the partnership's health. Employing strategies learned through emotional mastery, such as active listening and remaining calm, can turn potential conflicts into opportunities for growth. One essential strategy for navigating conflict is to approach disagreements with a mindset of curiosity rather than defensiveness. For example, if a couple disagrees about household responsibilities, instead of immediately becoming defensive, one partner might say, "I'd like to understand your perspective on this. Can you share how you feel about the current arrangement?" This approach invites open dialogue and helps both partners feel heard. Using I statements is another effective technique. This method focuses on personal feelings rather than assigning blame. Instead of saying, "You never help around the house," one could express, "I feel overwhelmed when I handle most of the chores alone." This shift encourages a more constructive conversation and minimizes defensiveness. Active listening is crucial during conflicts. This involves fully concentrating on what the other person is saying without planning your response while they speak. A good practice is to summarize what the other partner has said before responding. For example, one might say, "So what I hear you saying is that you feel stressed about our finances and need my support in making decisions. Is that right?" This confirms understanding and shows that you value their perspective. Timing can also play a significant role in conflict resolution. Choosing an appropriate moment to discuss issues is key. For instance, if one partner is feeling stressed or tired, it might not be the best time to bring up a conflict. Instead, saying, "Can we talk about this later when we're both feeling more relaxed?" allows for a more productive discussion. When conflicts arise, it's important to focus on finding solutions rather than winning arguments. A collaborative approach can be beneficial. For example, a couple facing disagreements about spending might brainstorm together. What if we set a budget that allows us to save while still enjoying some of our favorite activities? This collaborative spirit fosters teamwork and ensures both partners feel invested in the outcome. Taking breaks during heated discussions can also be beneficial. If emotions start to escalate, one partner can suggest pausing the conversation to cool down. "I think we both need a moment to gather our thoughts. Let's take a short break and come back to this." This helps prevent destructive escalation and allows both partners to approach the conversation with a clearer mindset. Finally, reflecting on conflicts after they've been resolved can lead to growth. Couples can discuss what worked, what didn't, and how they can approach similar situations in the future. This practice enhances understanding and reinforces the idea that conflicts can lead to deeper connection and learning. By navigating conflict gracefully, partners can transform disagreements into opportunities for growth, strengthening their bond and fostering a resilient partnership. When handled with care and respect, conflict can become a catalyst for deeper understanding and connection. Prioritizing connection. In a world filled with distractions and busy schedules, prioritizing connection is essential to ensure that both partners feel valued and understood in the relationship. Making time for each other amidst daily responsibilities not only strengthens the emotional bond, but also nurtures intimacy and keeps the spark alive. One effective way to prioritize connection is to schedule regular quality time together. This can be as simple as setting aside a specific evening each week for a date night or engaging in shared activities that both partners enjoy. Whether it's cooking a meal together, going for a walk, or exploring a new hobby, dedicating time to enjoy each other's company reinforces the partnership and creates lasting memories. In addition to planned activities, spontaneous moments of connection can be equally meaningful. Small gestures such as sending a thoughtful text during the day or leaving a note with an uplifting message show that you're thinking of your partner and value your relationship. For example, a simple, "I can't wait to see you later," can brighten their day and strengthen the emotional bond. Being present during interactions is crucial for fostering connection. In our fast-paced lives, it's easy to become distracted by phones or other obligations. Practicing mindfulness during conversations by putting away devices and maintaining eye contact signals to your partner that they are your priority. This focus allows for deeper conversations and a greater sense of understanding. Engaging in regular check-ins can also enhance connection. Setting aside time to discuss how each partner is feeling about the relationship can foster open communication. Questions like, "What's been going well for you lately?" or "Is there anything we could improve together?" create a safe space for both partners to share their thoughts and feelings, reinforcing their emotional connection. Physical touch plays a vital role in fostering intimacy. Simple gestures like holding hands, hugging, or cuddling on the couch can create feelings of closeness and security. Research shows that physical affection releases oxytocin, often referred to as the love hormone, which helps strengthen emotional bonds. Incorporating regular moments of physical connection into daily routines, such as a morning hug or a kiss goodbye, can enhance overall relationship satisfaction. Exploring new experiences together can also deepen connection. Trying something new, whether it's a dance class, hiking a new trail, or even taking a weekend trip, can reignite excitement and passion in the relationship. Shared experiences foster teamwork and create a sense of adventure that keeps the relationship dynamic and engaging. Lastly, expressing appreciation for each other regularly helps maintain connection. Acknowledging even the smallest contributions, like making coffee in the morning or supporting each other during tough times, reinforces positive feelings and strengthens the bond. Phrases like, "I really appreciate how you always support me," or "Thank you for being my rock," remind both partners of their importance in each other's lives. By prioritizing connection, couples can create a loving and supportive environment where both partners feel valued and understood. This commitment to nurturing the relationship enhances intimacy, builds trust, and paves the way for a lasting partnership filled with joy and resilience. Incorporating the principles of emotional mastery into daily life can significantly transform one's approach to love and relationships. The qualities that make someone truly attractive, inner calmness, empathy, effective communication, and resilience, are cultivated through deliberate practice rather than superficial charm or fleeting allurements. Drawing inspiration from Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus, we learn that true strength lies in our ability to manage our emotions and reactions. The Stoics emphasize the importance of distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not. By applying this mindset to our relationships, we cultivate greater patience, understanding, and acceptance. For instance, when faced with a disagreement, instead of reacting impulsively, a Stoic approach encourages us to reflect on our own responses and choose how to engage constructively. Furthermore, the Stoic practice of self-reflection can deepen our emotional awareness. By regularly evaluating our thoughts and actions, we can identify patterns that may hinder our relationships. This commitment to introspection helps us grow and adapt, fostering healthier connections. The Stoics also advocated for the idea of amor fati, or love of fate, which encourages us to embrace life's challenges as opportunities for growth. In relationships, this means viewing conflicts not as setbacks but as moments to learn and strengthen our bond. By embracing these timeless insights into emotional mastery, individuals can become not only ideal partners, but also more resilient individuals capable of navigating life's challenges with grace and ease. As we embark on this journey of self-improvement rooted in ancient wisdom, we discover how these principles can lead to modern success in love and relationships, a path worth pursuing for anyone seeking meaningful connections in today's world. Join us on this transformative journey at the Unfolding Journey channel. Subscribe to explore more insights from Stoicism and other ancient philosophies that empower your relationships and personal growth. Together, let's unlock your potential, embrace vulnerability, and cultivate the emotional mastery that leads to deeper connections and a more fulfilling life. Your journey starts now. Let's walk it together. Stay strong, stay stoic.